Slash Films this week had another interview with producer Lorenzo de Boniventura.
Oh, man.
This name, and this isn't, by the way, this isn't April Fool's, this one.
Yeah, we're way past April Fool's right now.
So now we're talking again about what's happening with these movies. So they did a interview, and they asked 2 questions. And these 2 questions hopefully solidify some stuff that, we've still had no idea, really, when it comes to Transformers and the future of the movies right now. First one they asked was, are you developing a script that picks up where The Last Knight left off? The reason why this question was asked, because it seemed like that might have been a thing.
Yeah.
We were talking about that, and it's like, oh, there might be a sequel. He flat out said 100% no. So I guess, and you know what? I feel like next week we're going to be going like, yeah, that no he said was a mistranslation of yes, because no in Swahili means yes.
No, not this time. I mean, like, Slash Film is actually, like, Western based. It's not a translated thing. It's based. Let me just double check here, because I've heard of Slash Film. I'm pretty sure they're based out of, North America, or if not the West of some kind. As it stands,
as of this recording, there is going to be no sequel to The Last Knight. The second question they asked was, for the next Transformers, are you looking for new directors or hoping you could still make Michael Bay an offer? And he said, I think Michael Bay really made it clear that he loved what he did. Very political to say that. And he's not doing any more. So I think the answer is we're writing a script. At that point, once we get a script and we feel a strong belief in it, we'll then begin to debate that. Michael made it really clear that he didn't want to do it. I don't blame him. He spent a hell of a decade of his life shooting them.
Yeah.
Not that I don't blame him either.
And also you have to remember that, of course, they're going to talk very politically, because that's everybody in the industry.
Oh, totally.
You never, anything in life, you never say anything negative where you literally burn down the bridge behind you.
Yeah, because you never know.
You never know. You're going to come crawling back, and you're going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Well, nope, sorry's not going to cut it for this pope.
Yeah. So from what it seems here, to really like cut through the mustard, it looks like Bay is not coming back. He obviously probably has his own interests. He might be burned out. He might not be interested anymore. He might have his own projects. Whatever it really might be, the point is he's not coming back, which to large sums of people, that's good news. And from what it really sounds like, it really just sounds like they need to get a script together. They need to know where they're going, and what that script is for, they still don't even know yet, which is sad.
They're still kind of, well, do we go in this new direction?
Is it Bumblebee 2? Is it Optimus Prime? Is it Beast Wars?
The old direction didn't make a lot of money, but it still made a lot of money. Like, oh boy, like they're still trying to find themselves, it seems.
So it looks like they need to get a script together, and then when they finally feel that they're confident in the script that they have together, I guess from there they're going to shop around directors that maybe will be appropriate for whatever story they do put together. And I mean, the sad thing about this is I remember I had this discussion with, I think it was Silas, actually, and this was years ago, where they were like, oh yeah, the Transformers writing room, it's like 38 people or something. And I was just like,
that's a lot of people.
and I don't know if it's a case of too many cooks or something, but it's like, come on guys, you gotta there's gotta be one good idea.
Well, like the only way I know it kind of usually goes for a script is that they'll have, the set people, like maybe 1, 2, 3 people writing the script. Then you have to, then they'll, do a draft, a first draft, second draft, third draft. And then you'll have someone come in and punch it up a little bit, put in some jokes, lighten it up a little bit, fix it a little bit here and there. And that's usually how it ends up going. Like, Carrie Fisher, what's her name? Princess Leia. She was a punch-up writer for the longest time. So when you're like, oh, she wasn't doing anything. No, she was helping out with a bunch of scripts. Look it up.
So, like, as it stands right now, they don't know what they're going to go with. So it's something that I guess, let's say hypothetical, they do put together a Beast Wars script and they're confident in it. They're probably then going to go to themselves, okay, this is the story we're doing. It's prehistoric Earth. There's going to be no humans. So we need something that's going to fit that criteria of storytelling and CG. And then they'll probably find a director that matches more for that, as opposed to, let's say, if they did a Bumblebee 2, or if they did a period piece with, let's say, let's say it's an Optimus Prime movie and they're in World War II. They might need a director that's more related to that kind of storytelling and that kind of environment and that kind of I guess cinematography. So we're going to see what happens pretty much, but it's once again, and it's sad that we're like, they're still not too sure where they're going right now, which is so sad because we all kind of felt like Bumblebee was, even though financially it wasn't like as big as the others, it was a step in the right direction in terms of storytelling and everything like that, where I don't know. And even from the Japanese side, like Japan liked it. The advertising was good. There's so much promotional stuff. China liked it. So it was in the right direction. It's just that I guess from the head ups and the writers, maybe they weren't confident in it, or maybe they don't know where to go from there.
Right.
Because again, this movie was written in a way that it could go left or right. And maybe because they wrote it like that, they probably didn't think about like, what if this is successful and people want it to go left instead of right? We didn't think about right, so who knows what it is. We're definitely going to probably learn more as time progresses, where something will be revealed to us, and then we'll be able to finally discuss the future of the movie brand, because as much as it's not the most important thing to fans, it's definitely the most important thing to the longevity of the brand from a mainstream standpoint. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope something good comes from this.